points. Is that what prompted that pairing, and what did you see in those first 2.5 quarters?
Yeah, I mean, I think that coming into the half, I think they scored 16 points on second chance. You know, it was like almost, I think they were perfect for second chance. I mean, we knew going into the game that was going to be a major factor. And, you know, last game, they played with both bigs, you know, quite a bit of the game. And, you know, we didn't do those things well enough. I thought a lot of things we controlled. We shot it really, really poorly again, and we've got to be able to kind of work our way through that when shots aren't going and they're making some shots. Because if we just would have cleaned up the defensive rebounding, the blocking out, and some of it was, you know, we were in some rotations, but other ones we just didn't really hit anybody. I thought, you know, outworked us, to be honest with you, came up with loose basketballs, just did a lot of those kind of things, and, you know, we dug ourselves a hole. I think the last 2:30, there was a timeout in the second quarter. I thought we closed the quarter well to get it within 12. But, you know, we kind of came out of the third pretty good, and then we kind of went back up to 18 or 19 or 20, whatever it was, and that's when I just thought I needed to try to do something different.
What did you think of that period?
I liked it. I mean, I thought they did a good job. You know, the disappointing part is I thought we worked our way back and kind of got over missing shots, and we made some shots to get back in the game, obviously. But I thought the thing that was disappointing was I thought a lot of the stuff when we got up by one was like self-induced. It was some quick rush shots. It was some turnovers. It was some offensive rebounds. You know, it was like stuff all that, you know, that we did to ourselves. And we had worked so hard coming back from, I don't know if it was right around 20 or 19 or whatever it was, to go up by one on Kobe's foul. And then the next couple of possessions, we had some, you know, really, really tough possessions, and I was, you know, I had to go away from that big lineup. I started Vooch in the fourth quarter, but Andre was going to need a little bit of a break, and so was Vooch, and then Kobe was going to need a little bit of time. You know, Io went out with his shoulder, so we didn't have. I thought he played well before he went down, but you know, once we kind of got into that stretch where we kind of broke that group up, we kind of got back into. We just had a lot of possessions and decisions that, you know, we needed to be better at.
They took an opponent season high.
Some of it was the offensive rebounds on kickouts.
Right.
You know, some of it was Mitchell made a couple, you know, tough shots. There was some rotations where we got caught on some shot fakes. We left our feet. And, you know, some of it was the ball kind of hit the paint and we scrambled back out. I thought we did a pretty good job contesting when we were big. You know, they went on a drought. I don't know what they scored. I think at the quarter, maybe 20 points. That certainly helped. And we rebounded. That was like the biggest thing. We got stops and we rebounded, which enabled us to get out. We were able to slowly kind of dig into the lead. But, you know, I think it wasn't just one thing. It was many things. It was communications. It was rotations. It was a lot of stuff.
A little bit of an uncharacteristically high turnover night for Kobe tonight. Did you think that they were doing anything in particular to him?
No, I think this is a really good learning experience for him. He's been so great, you know, and he didn't really have it tonight. And I don't mean that in any way being critical of him. When I say had, like he just didn't really have it going. You know, he was kind of a saving grace for us a little bit in the first half, and I think he obviously was trying to take it upon himself to step up. He's got that kind of will and competitiveness, but it's one of those things, the point guard right now, okay, you know what, we're up one, let's manage this thing right now. You know, let's make sure we're getting to our stuff, we got good spacing, and I thought on some of the missed shots that they had that we rebounded, you know, we left points on the board. You know, we turned it over and took a couple tough shots on the break. It wasn't just all Kobe, don't get me wrong. It was, I think, more, you know, team-induced. But, you know, that you know, got caught in the air a few times. You know, just some of those plays just didn't work out. And it you know, some of it broke momentum in the game a little bit. And it's something I think he can learn from. Obviously, he wasn't the only guy. I think we all contributed, you know, to it. But I do think it's it's kind of what I've been talking to him about since day one, is like, how do you impact the game? How do you impact winning? Where, you know, shots are not falling, you're not getting to the rim, you know, and that this was a game where I thought, you know, he could have maybe kind of slowed it, managed it a little bit, and it will be a good opportunity for him. But, like, he's played so great, and he was a big part of us staying somewhat in striking range that first half. You know, he had a couple nice drives, you know, did make a three. I mean, our shooting was really, really not good tonight, but that happens. I thought our defense was a little bit better in that third quarter, which enabled us to get back in the game. So I saw him briefly. He just said, it's my same shoulder. That's all he said to me. So I don't know if the doctors even looked at him and stuff, because I said to him, how you doing? He just said to me, it's my same shoulder. So he'd been dealing with that.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, guys. Thank you.